Here's a chapter called Sweets. I still can't see myself, but it must be working. Apricot woke early to the drip drip of rain, and his spirits sank. Then he remembered that Heidi had said that she would be visiting him and bringing some lovely sweets. Sweets were something he hadn't had much of lately, and Apricot wasn't sure if his delicate stomach could take it. He was pleased to see Heidi coming through the rain in a shiny yellow coat. She had a big smile on her face, and Apricot was pleased to see her too. She crouched down next to her cage. He crouched down next to his cage. Oh my God, I have treats for you and treats for me, she said, smiling. Unfortunately, or fortunately, Heidi knew enough about guinea pigs to know that sweets would only harm them, and so she kept the colourful sweets to herself. For Apricot, she had carrot tops and broccoli. Apricot was delighted. To him, they were the greatest sweets in the world. As he munched happily on them, then he was disappointed to hear the blare of the music starting up again, and he knew that it was only a matter of time before his owner would be throwing cans around and shouting. Apricot knew it was time for action. Apricot put on his saddest face and he pushed his poor face up to the front of his cage. He looked very much like an imprisoned guinea pig. "Oh, you poor thing," said Heidi. "Do you want to get out?" she questioned, and she loosened the lock on his cage. Apricot couldn't believe his luck. He was a kind guinea pig, but he was also a clever guinea pig. He ambled out onto the grass carefully, but with a twinkle in his eye and a smile on his face. It was lovely to be out of his small, smelly cage. The grass was so soft and it smelled so sweet that Apricot was in guinea pig heaven. Heidi stroked his soft little head and he bristled inside with happiness. Then his happiness was spoiled by a can, which flew over his head, and then a loud shout of Get off the grass!" followed. Heidi went as green as the grass and she got unsteadily to her feet. She wasn't used to being shouted at, and she ran away without saying goodbye, or a backward glance at poor Apricot, which was lucky because he had hopped inside her bag unnoticed, and for the first time ever, Apricot was free.